know what that sound means? It means it's the Menacing Millennials podcast. Yes, that's right. We took a poll of our listeners, and while I was voted most handsomest and best voiced, the people also want the music. They're big into the music, apparently.
I want a recall, just like Bush did in Florida in 2000. I think that's for both voice and handsomeness.
Well, that's the results. That's what happens. The listeners have spoken.
Uh-huh.
We actually had a listener who specifically requested the music at the end so I could play you and John off to give you guys the notice that, okay, this is the end. No more of your inappropriate commentary at the end.
That's not going to happen. I mean, you can play the music. That's fine. But the snarky comments at the end will continue to be snarky comments at the end.
We'll do what we can, right? That's all we can do. We can try to silence you and limit your ability, but it doesn't really. There's not a lot of real prospect there of that happening.
No.
You're full of it, after all.
Yes. It's what somebody told me once when they looked into my eyes and they said, "Wow, still brown, so you're still full of," well, they used a different word, but I'll say poo.
We usually end up there anyways on this podcast, so you might as well go with that.
Yeah.
Brent, I have a question for you.
Oh, I may have an answer.
Okay, I hope so. Are you a handy guy?
I've been known to get handsy before.
Not handsy. No, I'm sorry. I should have specified. That's on me. I should have known better. No, I'm talking, are you handy? Do you, like, if something breaks in your house, are you equipped to fix it?
Oh, am I quick to? No, I'm not quick. My wife, absolutely. Yeah. No.
Not quick. Are you equipped?
Oh,
like, are you capable? What am I speaking Spanish here? Donde está el baño?
Oh, the bathroom's over there. Yes and no. I don't have like an assortment of tools, so I'm very limited on what I can fix. But if I can fix it, then I try to.
Okay, so
my wife will have a different opinion, but
don't they always?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to say this. Okay, I have to say this. About 10 years ago, maybe a little less, between 8 to 10 years ago, I helped my uncle build a lean-to cover his firewood up on his property. It took some time. He had a family get together up at the property, and I go, "Hey, babe, that's what I helped my uncle build." And she looked at me and said, "No, you didn't."
What? She just flat out was like, "Nope, absolutely not."
Yeah, she was like, "No, you didn't." I was like,
"I know you. I know you didn't help build that."
Exactly. She goes, around the house, you don't fix or build anything. And I'm like, I don't have the tools. If I had the tools, maybe I'd be able to do some stuff. Sorry, so go on.
What kind of brought this on is lately we've had a rash of appliances going out.
Oh, yeah.
Dishwasher went out. Then now the dryer's not working. And I tell you, Brent, I'm just not equipped to deal with those things in a handyman sort of way. I am not gifted in the arts of repair.
Yeah,
I actually had intended to do it with the dishwasher, but then as I'm getting, like, I'm underneath it and I got everything disconnected. I'm kind of, you have like very limited space.
What do you have it up on a jack?
No. That's the problem. You can't get it up on a jack. Like, But you gotta get underneath it, like, and
Oh,
get
sure.
everything's connected down there because that makes sense. And then, you know, I got the water disconnected, I got the drain line disconnected. Those were apparently the easy ones. And then the people who had the house before us decided to put this little decorative, like, trim piece
Oh, okay.
on the top of the so you can't get anything in or out of there, not a normal sized dishwasher, that's for sure. And so I'm trying to get this, and I then the electrical line is like it's hardwired into there. I can't figure that, and I'm pretty sure if I try to cut it, I'm gonna be electrocuted. There's 100% chance of that happening. There is
Can
no scenario by which I was coming out of that unelectrocuted.
you bring your camera up to your dishwasher and let us view you cutting the electrical line?
Well, no, we brought in professionals.
Oh, but see, that's
We
you
well,
act
and he go ahead.
you actually make a very valid point because a couple months ago, something happened with our dishwasher, and then something with our dryer just a few weeks ago. My wife's like, "Oh, can you fix it?" Uh, do I look like an electrician or like I can pop the thing off and go, "Yep, there's wires."
Yep, a lot of them. A lot of
Um,
wires.
yeah. I I'm like, "Babe, if I touch the wrong wire." I think this is her plan though. This is her like perfect murder. Is
Yep,
she's gonna be like, "Man, he's gonna touch one of them wires, and I'm gonna have a smoked husband."
get
And
that
it's like,
life insurance payout.
exactly. I'm like, I know my limitations. And I know that I'm not smart enough not to touch that wire. Like that, like flat out. That's just me.
Well, and then, there's also, and I'm right there with you because, I have tools to test wires if they're live or not, okay? But my luck, like, you haven't used that in 25 years, like, it doesn't work anymore. So I'm sitting there like, "Oh, no, it's fine." You know? Or, I flipped the breaker off for the dish where it was labeled dishwasher, and then my luck would be that they mislabeled it or something,
Yeah.
and just I started to cut through it. I was pretty brave. I was angry, but I was pretty brave. I was like, "If it takes me, it takes me. I'm getting this dishwasher out of here." It defeated me. I didn't get it out of there, but, I
I'm still alive.
that would be my luck. I'd come back still and be alive and brain dead, or well, nobody would tell the difference, I don't think, but,
Well,
uh
you're still running the show somehow.
I go and I watch a YouTube video, right? Because that's what they say to do. Everybody's like, "Oh, watch YouTube videos on it." I I don't think these people are speaking English, for one thing. None of it makes sense. They're always like, "Do you have these 152 tools that nobody usually has on hand?" I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't have any of those. Um, and you just get some. You pop that open. You pop this. You pull that off. You take this. No, I would never be able to get something back together again. You expect me to not only have all the right tools, but you expect me to remember how something is disassembled when I'm usually quite angry at this point. You don't remember stuff when you're angry,
No.
Um, so these YouTube people, they treat you like you know what you're doing. And I think that's the problem. Treat me like I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Treat me like I'm a grade schooler and you're explaining this for a career day thing.
Exactly. And
Don't
that's the thing. That's my wife does the same thing. Oh, YouTube it. Babe, that's fine. First of all, we're going to spend so much money in tools that I don't have. We should have just hired somebody that knows what they're doing to come in to do it. That's number 1.
easy. That's the easiest route.
Yeah.
They don't ever tell you that. They say, "I'm gonna save you money." I'm not looking to save money. I'm looking for the easiest route forward.
Yep. So am I. Babe, just calling somebody that does this every single day because I don't. And I'm going to either one, forget to turn off the water and we're going to have to now redo the floors.
Yeah.
Two, I'm going to not turn off the electricity and woo, you're going to have a smoking husband for sure.
You
Or
always wanted
three,
a smoking hot husband.
or three, we're going to spend a small fortune in tools when I have to run up to the hardware store and get all the gibberish that this dude is telling me I need to have on YouTube. And you know what really stinks is those guys tell you all the tools that you need and you get them all and you're like, yeah. And they're like, all right. And the entire video, they use two of them and you already had them.
Yes, that is so true. It's always well, now you've got a fully stocked,
It's
tool crib, but
like, all right, you got a
you're not gonna
flathead?
use any of them.
Like, yeah, I had the flathead. They're like, all right, we're just going to need the flathead and the cutters.
And
Okay.
it's always the 2 tools you already had.
Yep.
Uh,
You're like, well, that's cool. Now I get to hear my wife complain at me for a month and a half on how much money I spent on tools that you told me I needed.
and it's gonna take you $500 and 36 hours to complete this project, where it would take paying somebody $200 and them, 1 hour tops
Yeah.
to solve the problem.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get everybody's like, they always people in the comment section of the videos, "Oh, you saved me a ton of money." No, no, this guy did not save you any money, I can guarantee you that. He just gave you an excuse to go out and buy a bunch of tools when your wife wasn't letting you. That's,
Yeah.
I think, the real reason why men do this, because they use it as an where I don't need any tools, I'll pay people. Poor people need jobs, they can fix it.
Wow. Wow. What's really funny is I actually, and don't tell my wife, um, but I actually sometimes get terrified to change the light bulb
Yeah,
because
that's
I know for
yeah,
sure I'm getting electrocuted.
there's always a chance.
Well, that and most of the time she's out of the house and I have kids running around. I'm like, all right, don't touch it. Then I'm like, don't touch the switch. Don't touch the switch. And I get up on, I
You
get up
got your
into the
eyes
sky.
right next to it.
Yeah. I get up into the sky to change the light bulb. And one of them runs right past the switch and I poop myself a little bit. I get nervous and they're like, Dad, what's wrong? I'm like, you're way too close to the light switch. Get away from the light switch. They're like, we're not even by it. I'm like, are you 10 feet? Yeah, you're within 10 feet.
Too
Get away from
close.
that.
Too close.
I'm like, and then I'll screw in the new light bulb. They're like, can I flip it now? No, my hand's not off the light. Like,
I will flip the light.
wait till I have everything. Wait till I'm down from the heavens before you flip the switch.
See, and that's
Um,
a completely different layer that gets added onto this is you have children.
yes.
And that's a wild card in the repair world, right? Because you cannot, there's not I'm worried about not having turned the power off. You're worried about the fact that somebody could have potentially turned the power back on. And it's one of your little devil children.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say they're devils. I mean, they look like
No
me.
offense to your children. I say
Yeah.
that about all children,
Oh, okay, sure, sure.
not yours specifically.
just, just all of them. I'm
Just a
not a childist.
collective. Yep.
I don't have childism. I just hate them all the same.
All equally. Yep. Exactly.
No, but
Yeah.
yeah,
You've got that extra layer of like, I can't, where are they all? Can we please corral them into one
yes,
room?
yeah, and that's the thing is like I think my kids like my sense of humor, so they try to emulate my sense of humor. Well, my sense of humor is also
Dark,
pulling
twisted.
yeah, well, that yes, but also pulling pranks. So I could see one of these little stinkers like coming up behind me and like poking me or zapping me while I'm trying to change a light bulb
Oh,
and me
yeah.
for sure falling and I can't get up or like releasing myself in my own drawers. Because I think the most terrifying thing one of the most terrifying things that I grew up with was being electrocuted. Like,
Mhm.
you know, ever since you were little, don't put metal into like, first of all, why in the world why do I have a fork or a knife that close to an outlet?
Yeah, you're not eating your food correctly if that's the case.
Exactly. And number two, it's like, hey, you could be electrocuted at any moment just by walking outside. What? Like, yeah, lightning just strikes. Like, okay.
The
Um,
chances are low, but not 0.
yeah, exactly. So like it's like being electrocuted or drowning. And drowning, like that used to be a thing for me. I fell asleep in the bathtub. Um,
That's right, I forgot that. Yes, that's right.
but that's why I only take showers. I can't drown standing up with a little sprinkle on my face.
You could, it's not 0. It's not 0,
Okay.
there's a chance.
Well, you know what my mom used to do to comfort me when I always when I
What
always had
is
when I always had that little fear of drowning. These are the words from my mother to comfort me. So, if there's any parents or soon to be parents out there that need some wise words for their children, this is verbatim what my mom actually, I think she's told my children. You can drown in a cup of water. There's nothing that will scare the ever living out of you than looking at the glass of water that's sitting in front of you, going, I could drown in that. I can't even get my hand in it, but I can drown in it.
that's that
Terrifying.
that what that's reassuring from your mother. What wise words.
So, that's what I grew up with. Like, Brent, did you know you can drown in a cup of water? Well, give me three-fourths then. Can't drown in three-fourths.
No, it's not a full cup.
Just,
Anything just under it.
yeah, yeah. But, you know, my wife will go, oh, why can't you fix that? Well, I probably could. Don't have the tools. Don't know how to do it. And frankly, our children will probably do something to me while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I think she's just waiting to flip the switch, like I
I would say first and
don't
last thing you ever fix in the house.
yeah.
That's,
Yeah. But I'm with you. I get ups okay, so here's the story. My wife and I just got married. Not I mean, in the story, but
congratulations.
this is when we just got married,
Oh, okay.
and somebody gifted us a shower tree. So, like, it
Oh,
was
yeah,
it was like a rod that had a couple baskets on it that you can put in the
yes.
corner of your shower so you can and, I'm surprised my wife didn't leave me this night, but we're trying to get it into the shower, and we finally get it assembled, stupid IKEA, and we try to get it, and it's, like, too short or too long or something, so her and I spent 2 hours trying to get I don't even know it came in pieces and all this stuff. But it felt like 2 hours getting this thing together just to find out it doesn't fit in our shower.
Oh, no.
And I
Oh,
and when I found out, she goes, "Oh, I'll just take it back." I was like, "No, I don't even want it anymore. I don't even care. I I'm not doing
you're
this
done.
again."
Just done. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, "Nope." They had one shot and they blew it.
they blew it.
Can't. And that was 0 tools from my recollection.
That actually is very much akin to the dishwasher story as well. Because I did go and I purchased a new dishwasher on Black Friday.
Oh, yeah.
They're all pretty, they all kind of use like a standard size. So me and my hubris made an assumption that, well, they all got to be the same size, right? They're
Yeah. Well,
24-inch or they're 18-inch, but they're really not. They're like 23 and 5/8,
oh, yeah.
and then some are 23 and 7/8 because that makes sense. And as I mentioned earlier the decorative trim piece. that made it very difficult to get any sized dishwasher into there, let alone the taller 23 and 7/8 inch
Mm.
size. That was a non-starter whatsoever. Uh, so there was the one I bought. There was no chance it was ever going to fit. Or I could cut the trim piece with the tools that I do not possess. Um, so yeah, needless to say. However, on a positive note, the dishwasher I did buy that was too large came damaged. So I was able to return it, no questions asked. I did not have to admit to this
Game
little
damage.
minimum wage salesperson that I ordered the wrong size.
Oh, it looks like a fist print. Mind your business. It came that way.
Yeah, so is there a ring imprint on that? Or
Love
yeah,
you always.
why do they have to make them? Why don't we just have standard sizes of these things? How can we have different sizes? Make a kitchen. The kitchen should be the same size for any appliance, no matter what. We have to have all these different size appliances. And first off, well, this
Oh,
is like a second off. This is like maybe a third off. Uh, don't tell me it's 24 inches when it's not. See, that's false advertising.
it is.
When you say 24 inches, I expect it to be, well, that would have been too large. But regardless, this is a rant. It needs to make no logical sense. It just needs to be angry. And I'm angry. It's nonsense. Buying appliances is ridiculous.
Well, Russ, to your point, if we had all the same size of everything, then wouldn't we just live in a fascist country where
I'm okay with
everything
that.
you're
I've gone to the point where I'm on board with living in a fascist dictatorship at this point. Like, let's just everybody's assigned one size dishwasher, one size refrigerator, one sized everything. The
boom.
kitchen has to be made to specific specifications. I just want everybody looking the same. I'm
There you
sick and
go.
tired of all this. Well, it's a small fraction of of a difference there. This small fraction is going to make it so that it does not fit in yours. No, I'm over it.
I was gonna ask if you had now like a nice little island in the middle of your kitchen.
Just
You're like,
pulled
and
everything out.
and this is my dishwasher. Oh, conveniently put a countertop on top of it just so it could be an
Just
island.
just balance that. Please don't eat on it. It will tip over.
It will capsize if you put too
Will
much spice on one
capsize.
side.
As most islands are prone to do, from what I
Yes.
understand.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, we need to do appliances a little bit differently. I can't be the first person to say this. And again, if it's not actually 24 inches, don't pull this BS where you say, oh, it's a 24. No, it's not. It's a different size. And if I had looked and read the specifications, I would have known that, but I didn't expect to because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Are you the one that's complained to Subway all these years about them not actually having a foot long sub?
No, see, I've taken Subway at their word. I believe them. They're the only constant in the world.
There you
Subway,
go.
delicious
Yeah.
food
Yes.
at a delicious price. Please sponsor us.
Oh, there you go. Uh, one of us will start walking to lose weight. I don't know.
I think if you eat a Subway sandwich, you lose weight, from what I understand.
Oh,
You develop some other unhealthy habits, but that's neither here nor there. Uh, Brent,
yeah.
do you have anything here before we wrap up this episode?
No, I think I mean, oh my goodness, man. That was nothing that I can bring up right now that we'll be able to fit into this episode.
Now we only got
So,
like 6 minutes here.
yeah. So, I mean, we'll have to I'll have to try to bring up something for Friday. I'll have to keep it in mind for Friday, but no, I definitely agree with you. I mean, I agree in the sense that you know what? I'm going to pay somebody that knows what they're doing and that does this for a living than trying to figure it out myself because it's not going to save me time or money or stress level or anxiety or anything. And not only that, if I do it, there's a very good chance that we're going to have to call somebody in because I messed up another
So
part. Like, hey, I
To
fixed the leak.
fix it anyways.
Hey, I fixed the leak. All right, but it doesn't run anymore. Like, that's all it is. That's how. And also, back to your point, putting it back together. Are you kidding me?
Mm-mm. No. There's never enough screws or there's too many. It's either one or the other. I don't you either have too many left over, you're like, "Well, clearly this is not put together properly, and I have no idea which part of the process this screw came from." It
Exactly.
might is it something important? I don't know, it was important enough for the manufacturers to include it.
Or like you put a small screw into where like a big screw is supposed to be.
Yes, you
And
put
you're
it
like,
yeah.
"Wait, wait," and you like think you've stripped it, or you're just like you just leave it there. You're like, fixed it. I don't know. And it's
That's
just
another good that's another good point about stripping the screws. That's always a danger too.
yes. And then you like, oh, I love it because I have a buddy that was a mechanic, and I stripped a screw one time. He goes, "Oh, dude, it's no big deal. Don't you have this?" No, dude, I'm not. I'm not in the field. Like, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a carpenter. I don't have that tool. He goes, "Oh, you just." I'm like, never used it. You can say it's easy all day long. I don't. First of all, I don't have the tool. Second of all, never done it. So you can show me, but I'm not going to get it like you got it.
As
It's just
soon as they start with, "Oh, it's easy," I'm like, "Yeah, so it's not. It's not easy. It might be easy for you, but for somebody like me, no, it's not easy.
yeah,
Not with these sausage I'm not getting in there with these sausage fingers, like, for crying out loud. You expect me to do this?" Like, and I've d so you made this 24-minute video where it's highly edited, right?
yeah.
And I have to watch this, and then I have to remember all 24 minutes of this video to go through and fix this machine? No, it it's a non-starter for me, like, I just it doesn't make it and they all started out with super easy, and there's all these "Oh, you saved me so much money." No, they didn't. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all.
So can I point out something that your wife might have pointed out to you?
What's that?
You can pause the YouTube video.
Yeah, I
You can go.
understand, but
Yeah, I
then
understand.
I'm lost even more.
Yeah, you're like, wait a second, what did I just do? All right, rewind. Oh no, I didn't do that. Where am I?
Wait, he said, "How many screws?" And they never have the exact model that you have because,
That
again,
is what. Oh,
there's no standardization there. It's all just, "Well, this is, so you have the BV401, and I'm doing this thing for the BV403. They're basically the same thing." No, they're not basically the same thing. If they were the same thing, they'd be the same model number. Don't try to
exactly.
it's always gaslighting with these repairman videos. It's just they're all that's like gaslighting to the nth degree.
Have you ever opened up your like car manual and
Yeah,
you tried like reading it, and that it has like three different other like types of your vehicle? You're like, wait a second,
if you have
where's
this type,
mine?
yeah,
Like, you're sitting there, and it's like reading hieroglyphics
you
from
got it.
Egypt, because you're sitting there going, okay, this is my vehicle, but they're giving me every single model of my vehicle, but not mine. So
Yeah.
am I supposed to change the oil now, or what is going? Because
Does
with
it
the
Does it have the light? You said, but that's for certain models. Is mine the model with the light or what?
yeah, and then I don't know whether it's for any appliance or for your vehicle. You always read the one that's like the top end one, and you're like, yeah, that's mine. And you start reading it a little bit more. Land me off. You start reading a little bit more, and you realize that you're
Yeah.
poor, and you have the poorest model.
It's worse when you think you bought the
Yeah.
high end model, but you didn't. You ended up with the base model. Yeah,
Is this
no,
is this me, ladies and gentlemen, signing off?
it is. Yes, folks. Thank you for listening.
Wait, hold on, real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Go make a YouTube instructional video on how to fix something for Russ and possibly me.
Dumb it down.
Way down.
If you think you can be dumbed down more, do that. I need it.
Preferably with pictures for me.
Thank you for listening. John wasn't here. Nobody really cares. But we'll be back Friday with an all-new episode of the Menacing Millennials podcast. Thank you, Brent, for letting me play you off.
Yeah.